What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another video. This video I'm going to be talking about SoFi stock. Okay, so I just made a new new chart with all of these zones and tools. Okay, and I'm coming up with basically a plan for SoFi. Okay, this is not financial advice. I am not a professional. I'm just showing you what I believe can happen and might happen or might not happen, and how you can plan this out. How can you create a strategy to make money in the charts? Okay, so I currently have explain the two tools that I have on the charts right now is these levels over here. So this green level, this green AOI, which is area of interest, and then these 5 silver areas. Okay, so each one of these is basically a zone or an area of interest that I believe that can go either up or down. Okay, so this is what I mean. First, these areas, this green area right over here means that this is the best opportunity for me that I'm looking at to be entering SoFi stock. Okay, does not mean that it will come down to this price, but it means that to me this is the best area for you to buy. Okay, so for the stock to come down ish to this green zone should come down about 35%. Okay, can it happen? Yes, but I don't think it will. Okay, but this is just a tool that I use to basically have a knowledge of areas and price targets. Okay, so the next tool is this trend line over here. Okay, so I have one trend line coming from underneath, which I have multiple touches, and then a second touch over here, and then I have a trend line coming from up top to touching the second time over here on the trend line. Okay, so there's two options that I believe can happen. Of course, there's 3 ways the market can go: up, down, or sideways. Okay, if we are coming down, I believe we're either going to touch this gray area or the trend line to then break above. This is one of the options. So either we pull back to this gray area and trend line to then again move and create a higher move, or the second option is to break above this trend line. I don't usually, so stocks are different. Every stock and every asset, like a currency, a commodity, metals, they're very different. Okay, so I don't believe too much that stocks do the break and retest, but sometimes it can happen. But so let's just say we have to break this high over here to then reach back the 18 target. Okay, and I think we are. So since we're looking at the market like this is how I would probably set up a plan. Okay, so we have a low. Hold on. So we have a low on the market. We have a high. So we made a very big high over here. We have another higher low, and then now we are basically at a lower high on the market. So I think we're gonna break above. This is just a plan. Again, not that this is going to happen, but we're going to break above this area, probably retest, and then shoot higher for the 18s, and then after the 20s. Okay? And then another thing that I was paying attention to is even if we pull back to this area, it's a great opportunity, and we're just going to follow this trend line and then to come back to this area over here. Okay? So if we delete this and we just follow the trend line, this is going to replicate what has happened here and what happened right here. Okay, do you guys see it? I think so. All right, so let me bring this back. Okay, so these are 2 options. Another thing is I was working this out and then I saw something else. All right, so let me delete this. All right. Okay, so I put a fib from this high over here to this low right over here. Okay, so fib, I always work from a high to a low right over here, or a low to a high. Okay, in this case, I'm working this whole move down. So I'm working from this high to this low right over here. Okay. Now it gives me two things. One, we are currently at the 50% level. And then two, my target is, if we're looking to pull back, right? If market is looking to pull back, I would love to see this 23.6. And then after, if we're going for longs, we have to break this high. And then my target is $21 for SoFi. Okay. So this is pretty much how I plan it out, how I analyze, how I'm looking to basically create a strategy to enter or exit the market. Okay. Now, it's not that I'm going to exit on 21, but it's just a price target that I have to keep in mind once I'm, waiting months or even 1-2 years for the stock to go. Okay. Another thing is, if we break this 21 level, I think we go straight to 24. Okay. So first will be to break 18, 21, and then 24 will be a nice target for SoFi. All right. I don't think there's anything left. This is pretty much, if we look at the daily chart, it's pretty much, I don't know, looks good to me. Let's take this out. Let's see the monthly candle. Yeah. So the monthly, what I would pay attention to this is we are basically, this gray zone over here is, again, this area of interest around $10 a share. We broke past this $10 a share. We're basically retesting this area on the monthly time frame, trading above the moving average, which is a good sign. Now all we have to do is break this 18 area to then shoot for the 21 and then 24. Okay, so this is from the monthly time frame. Again, if you guys watch my videos, or if you're new here, stocks, I don't drop my style of trading and investing. I don't drop below the daily, weekly, or monthly for stocks. I view stocks as a 6 months, 12 months, 18 months investment. So I'm not looking for the short term. I'm looking for years, probably months and years, to be holding the stock. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. This is my vision for SoFi, and I already had another video for SoFi, but this is the second part. I think is a little bit more clear. If you guys have any questions or anything that you guys want to ask, comment down below and subscribe for more videos.